One of the biggest problems when it comes to losing weight is dealing with constant weight fluctuations, because they can hide our progress and make us think we're in a plateau when we're actually not. So in this video, I'm going to go over how I deal with weight fluctuations and even prevent them so you can continue to make consistent progress and hit your goals. I'm Nico, nutrition coach, microdosing tirzepatide to help control my binge eating and to lose some vanity weight. Why are weight fluctuations a problem and how do they hide our progress? When we don't see consistent weight loss progress, we might think our weight loss has stopped, or a plateau in other words. And when that happens, we might make changes to either our dose, food, or exercise routine. And every time we make changes to those, it comes at a cost. For example, if I think I'm in a plateau, I might eat less food, and if I do that, I might get hungrier. If I get hungrier, I might want to increase my dose, which means I might get more side effects or spend more money on my GLP-1. Now, I might have been losing weight the whole time and didn't need to make changes to any of these, but these weight fluctuations were hiding my weight loss. Now, getting fluctuations are completely normal. We just need to recognize the type of fluctuations we can get so we can deal with them. So there are normal ones and there are big ones. These normal, smaller ones are just the natural daily fluctuations that we can get. And these bigger ones like here and like right over here, and if you can see a little bit over here, are the problem. The big ones typically come from water weight and bloat, and these are the ones that hide our progress. Like here, it looks like I'm not losing weight, but then my water weight just drops and I continue to lose weight like normal. If I didn't know this was a thing, then I might have made changes to my dose or food too early. The good news is that we can manage and sometimes even prevent these big fluctuations. So how do we do that? To manage them, we first need to know what can cause them. So it'd be things like eating saltier foods, getting less sleep, and being more stressed. This stress can come from work, life, relationships, being late for a plane flight. Pretty much anything that can cause stress can cause water weight. And these are the big three for me personally that can cause it. Also, quick mention to something that's not on the list is hormones. I'm sure the women already know this, but when it's that time of the month, sometimes holding on to water weight and dealing with fluctuations is a thing. So now that we know what causes water weight, we can plan for it, then prevent it or reduce it as much as possible, which means less scale anxiety, less weight fluctuations, and more consistent progress. All right, let's start with salty foods. Now, I'm not going to say eat less salty foods, but more so be aware of them and what can happen when you eat them. I like to eat out restaurants a lot, and when that happens, I just expect my weight to go up because I'm holding on to water. Like, I went to Vegas and ate a bunch of salty restaurant food, and so my weight just jumped up, but I knew it wasn't fat, it was just water. And then after a few days, it just dropped and I lost weight like normal. Expecting and knowing this helps with getting rid of some of the scale anxiety when I weigh myself. Also, this water weight usually comes off after a few days, unless I'm eating out a lot. All right, next is managing stress. I think this can be pretty hard to do, so what I just do is let the stressful situation pass. Most stressful situations eventually do pass, and when it does, water weight and fluctuations eventually go down too. For example, let's say you're going to have a busy and stressful work week. You can expect water weight to go up, and then when that busy week is done, eventually the water weight comes off. All right, get more sleep. I notice if I get a consistent amount of sleep, I get less fluctuations and water weights. This is, of course, easier said than done. Everyone says get more sleep, but life just makes it hard for a lot of us. So some things that have helped me were sleeping aids like melatonin, having a consistent sleep schedule, and spending less time on my phone before bed, or more so not doom scrolling. Okay, last is the whoosh effect. What is it? It's a sudden drop in scale weight that doesn't come from fat, but just from water and bloat. Bloat is just food and liquid sitting in our stomach before we let it out in the bathroom. The whoosh effect solves the big fluctuation problem naturally, and it's actually pretty common, but a lot of people might not know. Like, you might have experienced it yourself already. For example, like I mentioned earlier, I ate a bunch of salty restaurant food in Vegas, and I had a big drop in weight, so this is an example of the whoosh effect. Or here, when I was losing weight for a long time, dealing with a lot of stress and getting a ton of fluctuations, I took a break from losing weight and ate more food and dropped the stress, and my weight dropped with it. As for when the whoosh effect happens, to me, it can range anywhere between a few days to 2 weeks, but everyone is different. You can technically force it to happen. Like, what I do is I purposely undereat for like a day or two, and then just let my weight drop or let the water drop, and then I make up the calories later in the week. I don't recommend this, by the way. This is just something that works for me. I don't know if it works for other people too. Plus, in the grand scheme of things, forcing it doesn't really matter because eventually it does come off. All right, so I mentioned that fluctuations hide our progress and make us think we're in a plateau when we're actually not, but we can actually be in a plateau and it's not fluctuations hiding our progress. So how do we know if it's water weight and fluctuations or a plateau? First, I ask myself if there's anything thing causing the water weight. So am I getting enough sleep? Am I more stressed than normal? Have I been eating salty foods, or is it hormone related? Then if something is causing it, I address it. So I try to get more sleep, let the stress pass, expect water weight from salty foods to go away, etc. After that, I usually wait about 2 weeks at most and let the whoosh effect kick in. And if my weight doesn't drop and go back to normal, I might be in a plateau. And if you think you're in a plateau, I'll link a video down below on how I deal with it. But yeah, anyways, that's the video. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching. Bye.